Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Okay, I thought I would turn the camera on. I am in the process of making some more little gifties that I send out in my Etsy orders and for RAKs, Random Acts of Kindness, etc., etc. And I thought, well, I'll just turn the camera on and show you guys, and you can work along with me for a little while. Just as a recap, I do have a video, and for those of you that are new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. We have a fun time here, don't we, guys? I love Glassine. For those of you that are new, I am a Glassine, I don't know if I'm a snob or what, but I sure love it. And I do carry several sizes in my Etsy shop as well, but I just have fun with it. So I had created some time ago, and I have a video showing some of these different things, these bags that you can get, like with the large Glassine bags. I love the idea of music paper behind images and whatnot, but it is getting that time of year, guys, that if we're working on Christmas stuff, we kind of need to be, yeah, that too. We need to get going, right? So I've only created one so far. I remembered sooner than later to bring you guys along. Okay, so I'm just using some tissue paper. This is some Christmas tissue paper that I found. It's just a nice, fun little collage. And I am using my tear ruler. Love this, love this. To put it on, we may do some, if my brain would catch up to me and my mouth and brain work together, I would say paper napkins. We may add those, but I have, as you can see here, I have a lot of images that have been printed out, various whatevers, or that I've just collected for a while. This isn't all of them, but this is some that are handy. And then I have this bag of whimsical images as well. So I've got a lot of things here. So I thought we'd just, let's just play a little bit, play. I hope that you are having an amazing day so far. My day is pretty good. I voted, and I hope those of you that are in the United States or anywhere else that if you are voting, to avail yourself of that wonderful blessing and opportunity to vote. And yeah, regardless of which candidate you vote for, vote. Make your voice heard. And then I would encourage at least all my subscribers to then put your faith forward, and whoever wins, let's try to get behind them and make them successful and pray for them. And especially if it's someone that you really think maybe you don't want to win, well, they're going to need your prayers even more, right? So, in any case, and it was quite, it wasn't too busy where hubby and I went to vote. We had thought we would, kind of wait and see, because we've only been here about a year and a half, but we did vote last year on some different measures, and there was hardly anybody at the vote, the polling place. But as we went by, we needed to go to Home Depot to pick up some paint and a couple of things. And there were a lot of cars there, and we thought, what do we do? And then we thought, well, we'll go do our stuff first, and then we'll come back and see how it is. And we just decided that because of the nature of the importance of this particular voting year, oh man, it's good this was almost empty. I just tipped it over. Okay, heart palpitations. Come back. All right. So what I'm doing, this is freezer paper, and I'm trying to do my Mod Podge or whatever medium you use. You can also use, like a liquid glue, but this is what I use. And I'm just trying to use as much as I can of my scraps. And just kind of, you saw what I did. I just edged just a little bit, inked around the edges there. And this one was too short, and I thought, well, this will make it work. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, it just feels good. I'm just having such a good time working on Christmas stuff. I don't know, maybe it's because this year has been so difficult for so many people that I'm just really excited to, think about Christmas and the holidays and love your neighbor and just be kind and all of those things that we think of during the holidays, that people are generally a little bit kinder than sometimes the rest of the year. The goal would be, in my opinion, to be kind all year long. Let's see, do I want to put something else on here? Let me move that off to the side. My area here is a little bit, some words maybe. Words. Christmas phrases, words and phrases. Let's see. Maybe just some little something. Okay. We could do that. We could, and these are just things that I printed out myself. I printed on my computer in a Word document, just so I'd have a bunch of things. That's been some time ago that I did that. What is this? The magic of Christmas never ends. Its greatest gifts are family and friends. That's true. It is true. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Okay. Well, what we could do, just a second, let's bring in, oh my goodness, you guys, you should see my studio. I had it all cleaned up. It was just looking so delicious, and yes, delicious can be described for these kinds of things. And then I get busy in a project, and that just all goes really dizzy out the window. Okay, well, these are birds. Let's see. I got rid of a lot of my napkins because I was overflowing. Here we've got some birdie. Okay, let's open this up. I'm thinking that this little image right here, you think? let's try that. To take this off, I am going to take a little piece of tape. This is something that our friend Crafty Irina put. She did a video on this some time ago, and it's just the coolest thing ever. And it really does help you get the both layers of the papers that you don't want to use for your collage or your decoupaging. And I am not at a place where I'm keeping all of those, so don't hit me. Be nice. Be nice. It's not nice to be naughty. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to bring my water over here for just a sec. And yes, I know it looks terrible, but that's okay because that's, you know, because it is. I don't know what else to say on that one. It's like, it's okay because it really is, guys. So all I'm doing is wetting this down, and this will carefully rip my piece of napkin that I want to use. And then she said, I'll dry that off a little bit where I had the water there. Let's see if this will look nice when we get that down. Oh yeah. See? How cute? Alrighty. So we will dip a little more of this. And this time I'm just going to go over the bag and then place the napkin down because I had a little bit of water here. I was a little bit worried that if I try to do it on the back of the napkin that it might pull and tear, which, you know, happens with napkins, but in any case. And now I will just go ahead and finish this off. Little bit of Mod Podge. Decoupage, I guess, is what technically. Now, let's see. Do we want to add? We could do, got a mess here. I don't mind messes when I'm in the middle of it, but I do have to clean it up after I'm done and start fresh again. I know some of you are like, wow, well that's anal. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I find I just am a happier person when I have my area tidied up. And I'm by no means like this perfect, tidy, clean freak. No. My house would not pass the the white gloves test that I hear they do in the military when they're moving from housing. That would be a little intimidating. Okay. But just a little word here, maybe. Let's just dab a little bit on the back here. And then decide where we want to put it. Anywhere, really. Troy. All right. How about just right like that? Okay. Another one down. Oh, these are so fun. You guys, these are so much fun, and they're so easy to do. You could absolutely do them up for your grandkids, for friends and neighbors. You can personalize them as much as you want. You can put gift cards in them. Anything you want for the holidays. This would even be a fun, you know what would be fun in here? And this might be a pretty good size for that. Let's see, what size is this? I'll tell you that first. This is 3 3/4 by, looks like about 5 1/4. And I do carry these in my shop, but wouldn't this be fun if you put some with the Thanksgiving, with the, you know, the leafy or the give thanks and those pretty little designs here. And then you put your silverware or your napkin in here and set that by the side of the plate and have just a fun, pretty little place setting for everybody sitting at your table. And if it's just you and hubby or you or, you know, just a couple of people, then it still makes it really fun and special. And you could do the same for Christmas. Okay, enough talking, Rhonda. All right, fine. Let's just keep it going. All right. Okay, now, let's see. Let's do another one that size. And I am going to, in the meantime, put that in the water, put the lid on my decoupage. Try to move these a little bit out of the way. Maybe not such a... This is how my creating space gets really, really small, as you will see. Okay, I've got some of these fun napkins. This I thought would be fun. Let's do the tree next. And let's put it on the back of some, well, I'll still use this because I have this here, but I was thinking what would be fun, and maybe I'll do some of those off camera, is to get my actual music pages from some of my old hymn books that I've collected and have those, you know, the old vintage hymn book there with the tree on top. I think that would be really, really fun. Okay, what did I do with my ruler? Ruler. Here we go. And for this, I am just kind of eyeballing it where I think it will be okay. We'll just... And we will get this side. These are just so fun and just so simple. This is like when you just want to relax and you don't want to have to think too hard about really anything. This is one of those projects that is really nice for that you just, or what thinking you do is just fun. It's not stressful. It's like, well, do I want this little addition or that little addition? You know, just no-brainer type stuff. Whoops. All right. Okay. We will pull this down and we will just slap that on there. Oh, I was going to, and I didn't. I forgot. I'm going to wipe this off. That's the idea of the freezer paper, so I can clean my area off after each one, because the Mod Podge does have a tendency to get tacky, and it'll pull papers up that are down there. So, you know what I need, and I will do this for the time being. To keep this moist and out of the way so it's not being damaged. All right. Okay. I don't think I want to... I think I'm going to wait till this is dry before I add my inking around the edge. Okay, so let's go ahead. And for those of you that are just joining me, I hope that you will absolutely consider subscribing. And for all of you, I hope that if you enjoy this video that you'll, ooh, look at that, you guys. That's a little unusual. I've never really had a napkin that didn't tear clean. Well, we will just be extra careful here. Okay. I don't know, I honestly don't know what the difference is. Ah. Okay. So, what are you working on? What are you working on? Or do you wait till the last minute to get into the holiday spirit? Do you deliberately wait until after Thanksgiving? Or are you a once November hits, once Halloween is over, it's like, okay, it's the holidays. I remember growing up as a young girl, we never got a tree until the day, Christmas Eve day. And it was so exciting. We would, we would have to get the house all nice and shiny, and then we would put the tree up. My dad was a very fussy tree person. He absolutely insisted on a beautiful tree. Douglas fir is what he loved. Fresh, no artificial trees in our home growing up at all. And he would, there were times when if he couldn't find what was the perfect tree, then he would drill holes into the trunks of the tree and add branches and make it perfect. It was so fun to watch. We knew that it would be a fun experience to get our trees. Then one year, Mom and I went to get the tree, and this is as a few years had passed. I'm thinking that I was maybe 14, 15-ish, I'm thinking. And I was the youngest, and the other kids were, home doing the cleaning, and everybody's like, go get a great tree. And they were all sold out. We couldn't find a tree. We ended up driving, we were gone for several hours. And we finally drove, I'm trying to think of how far away, it was several miles into a couple of different towns than what we lived. And we finally did find one. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a Christmas tree, and we were just so relieved to find it. It was like, oh my goodness. That was the last year that we waited till Christmas Eve to go get a tree. Ever since then, it was a week or two ahead of time. But yeah, that was kind of a fun, that's a fun memory. Okay. Maybe you guys have some fun favorite memories. I'd love to have you share. And if you're looking for a place to land, I have a Facebook group also. We're not like active as far as tons, hundreds of people are posting every day. But we do have some fun exchanges and swaps occasionally, and it's just a sweet place. It's mixed media. It's for mixing fabrics and papers together, because that's what I am, a mixed media artist. I love quilting, but I also love to combine paper. I'm such a texture girl. I don't know why, but texture is important in my world. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, we can pull off that little bit there. And do we want to have a grounding here? Do we want something to kind of, you know what I mean? What if we took, well, I suppose we could even do this. What do you think of that? What if we just sort of add this and just kind of, I kind of like that actually. Let's give that a try. This is for fun. Fun. FN. Fun. Alrighty. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So here again, I'm going to get my Mod Podge, and I will go over the bag, and then I will add these other little elements onto that. Just fun and pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy. So if you haven't already started with your Christmas fun things, if you're making gifts for family or you're wanting to do some special things for yourself, you might want to consider to get going on it. Hubby and I even, we turned on, what was it the other night? We were looking for something to watch that was, not stressful. No thinking involved. And we turned on a Christmas movie. Oh. And I have to be honest with you. I used to love Hallmark Christmas movies, and I've become much more not a Hallmark fan. And a lot of that has to do with that they are very predictable. Girl meets boy, boy meets girl. They're attracted to each other, but one of them's already engaged, or, they're the enemy, or some such of a something. And, of course, they always end up together, and it's always wonderful, and there's always that amazing kiss at the end, and yada yada. Just like, real life is so not like this. So not like this. But I do have a niece who is she loves her Christmas. And so she's a Hallmark girl. And I love her anyway. What do you do? Okay, I am just outlining a little bit here. I'm just going to add a little something to this tag, or this, it's not a tag, really, it's just a word. And I'm going to go around, sort of grunge that. I don't know if I'm grunging it or I'm just... Who came up with the word grunge? And see, I've got just a little bit of a something there that bothers me. And I could go ahead and put some more yellow of the napkin on here, but instead, I'm just putting this here. You know, it's like, okay. Just not being too particular on this one. Just having fun. Just having fun. And I think, my dears, my friends, my wonderful, wonderful friends, I love you guys. I really do. You're amazing. I appreciate the support that I've received, and I look forward to getting to know more of you as the years go by. Okay. So we've done 3 in just a little bit of time. Of course, I've been taking my time and just been gabbing away. These are all I'm just going to keep working. And I may turn the video on again after I've been going for a while, just to show you a variety, a bigger variety. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys. Until next video, have a fabulous day. Bye now. Okay, I did decide to go ahead and finish these up and work on a bunch more, and then I would just do a quick little show and tell before we end the video. So let's start with the little guys. I have inked around all of the Glassine bags and images. Some of these are some small little scriptures, which I thought was, you know, it's about Christmas, right? All right. I love these images, just love them. And I did not print anything out. These are all taken from the scraps that I showed you earlier, and including the words and everything. All I did was just, you know, have to decide this or that, or, you know, or do I want to put napkin parts over. They're just the cutest little things ever. Oh, love them. Okay. And then this size. And these are paper napkins. Aren't they just yum? You saw this one. And I think you saw one of these. I forget. Maybe it was this one. I don't know. Anyway. Well, aren't these just fun? So these are going to be gifts for those that order on my Etsy store. And this is a much larger bag. And these are napkins again. And I have a fun at the end to show you. Just, you can do so much, you guys. I hope that you will make some of these. Look what I did. This is what I want to show you. How cool is this? Now I didn't do this on camera because it didn't click. I didn't get the idea while I was on camera. That was after I got off. But as you can see, what I have done, I've taken one of these small bags and I just added a little bit of the matching embellishment from the same paper napkin and left enough space. And this I did with this sweet little mohair yarn, and then put a little button and then added one of my little words. And then this tag is Artie Mae's from one of hers, and I just, you know, all I did was back it and then put the reinforcements on, and then just added some yarn. And look, how fun is that? I'm excited. And then here is another one that I created that has the same, basically the same, but this one doesn't have a tag in yet. So, all right, guys, now for real. I'm done. Love you. Bye-bye.